I'm horrible in relationships. You would think I'm great, right? But I mean, I suck in relationships like that. But no, I come from that kind of world where everything was dog eat dog. If you had money, if you had jewelry, and if you couldn't defend your stuff or protect it, you were getting taken. You were going to get killed. And all my life I've seen murders and robberies, and I became a part of that. And I took the choice to become a part of it because when you think about it, I have a brother who's like one of the top trauma surgeons in the country. I had a sister that was a teacher before she passed. And so I come from a very educated background. I never passed the 9th grade because I was just so entrenched into the street world. I was just really allured to that. That was really what I wanted to be because you saw instant gratification as far as respect was concerned in the street world. I didn't have much patience, and that's what I wanted. So I started getting involved with crime at a young age. My first arrest, I guess I was 10 years old, my first arrest. Pickpocket, jostling. And so when I went to the institution, I realized I'm in this funk. All my friends are here. Everybody that saw me in the streets, pickpocketing other guys in different boroughs, and I got addicted to it even more. So I wasn't afraid to go to jail anymore. So listen, and so I started going through this process of I'm cutting clean. So I get clean for a year. I get clean for 5 years, but then I relapsed. And the reason why I relapsed because I didn't have a spiritual awakening. I just wasn't using drugs. You know, I wasn't sober. I just wasn't using drugs and liquor. I just wasn't using. I was miserable, right? So eventually, I received that spiritual awakening. And this is listen, trust me. Listen, when I'm at the height of my career, you know, I don't want to make this long, but listen, at the height of my career, I got, 40 million in the fire, I'm doing this, I'm going, I got boats, I got planes, I got everything. But they wouldn't touch me, a cartoon wouldn't touch me with a 1,000,000-foot pole. Now I got the #1 cartoon on television. I got an Emmy, I got a Golden Globe. This is ridiculous stuff. I don't believe this is true, but yeah, I got, I'm not perfect yet, but I'm just trying to get this stuff on track.
I guarantee you, when you line up in your one-on-one battles, you want what all other men want. The same way you want the victory, they want the victory. I want what all other men want. He said, but when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I want what all other men want. He said, but when the opposition and adversity shows up, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted. And so that's how I conquer, and that's how nobody has ever beaten me yet. I just want one thing from you. As great as you are, as skilled as you are, as talented as you are, I just want one thing from you. Never allow life to make you forget why you do what you do. People don't burn out, people don't quit, people don't underachieve, people don't settle because of what they do. People burn out, people quit, people underachieve, and people settle because life makes them forget why they do it. If we respect it the way we say we respect it, if we love it the way we say we love it, if we cherish it the way we say we cherish it, every single day should be nothing less than excellent. You might not always be your best, but you can always bring me your best.
I'm saying God told me, leave those people behind that you got to convince. I don't got time. Why we got to convince people who've been reading the Word? Why we got to convince people who've been in the church their whole life? Why we got to convince people who've seen the power of God over and over again? Why we got to keep convincing? It's time to move forward. I don't even care if we met for 4 hours and something came from it. We meeting and ain't nothing coming from it but bad feelings. It's homeless people. It's people with mental disorders. It's kids trying to go to college. You're still living from check to check. You've been paying tithes for how long? It's time to move forward. You've been paying tithes for how long? You had that gift for how long? It's time to move forward.